Welcome everybody, it is The Essence and I hope you're having a great day. Today I'm going to be doing another scouting breakdown, this time on Carr, who is an absolute freak of an athlete. Like, this guy is insane. Every clip I watch, it almost blows my mind how acrobatic and fluid and just how this guy glides through the air. He's like 6'6" with insanely long arms. I've seen conflicting reports, but I'm pretty sure his wingspan's somewhere around 7'2", and he is just insane out there on the floor. He's about 20 years old. He'll be 21 by the time he gets drafted, and I really do think that he is a stock riser to watch out for in this draft. I really do think once we get to the end of this draft process, he's going to be a guy that could even be in the lottery just because of how gifted he is and how toolsy he is. So I hope you enjoy this breakdown. We're basically just going to be going through his most recent game at Baylor, just happened like a day or two ago, and then some highlights for when he was playing for Team USA. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. We'll get right into it. First clip is going to be defensive. Completely spikes that guy's shot out of the way. You're already seeing the absolutely freakish wingspan that this guy provides. He barely even jumped right there, as you can see. Barely even hopped to block this guy's shot. It was effortless to him. Get that shit out of here. That is what you're going to see a lot throughout this video. This guy is absolutely elite on the defensive end with all the tools that he provides. Also his fluidity, his athleticism, deep tray ball, that's green. I don't know how much I buy him as a shooter at the moment. He is very interesting though. His touch is very soft, I will say, and he has shown a lot of mid-range flashes, but overall free throw numbers haven't been the best for him throughout his career, and functionally as a shooter he's struggled. But last night in this Baylor game, he was really lighting it up from three, I can't lie. And you have to say, when I go back and look at this jumper, you know, nothing really looks too wonky. Really good base right here, sets his feet. Really nice 45-degree angle with the elbow, high release right here. It's all in one motion. You see the release is very nice here, very straight up and down, not off balance at all when he pulls up from decently deep right here on this three-point attempt. Also was contested. So I do have to say that while I wouldn't completely buy this guy as a shooter at the moment, he definitely isn't one of those guys where it's like, okay, yeah, this guy will never develop a jump shot. You know what I mean? Like, not saying Amen Thompson will never develop a jump shot, but that's kind of how it was through the draft process with Amen, is like, oh, this guy's such an elite athlete, but when you look at him shoot the ball, there's a lot of issues there. I don't see that with Carr. I'm also not saying that he's going to come into the NBA or for the rest of this college basketball season be an elite shooter, but he is a guy that can knock down a three if you leave him wide open, which is, you know, a great thing to have when you have all the tools that Carr has, like this. The athleticism is out of this world from this guy. He is insanely fast. He jumps absolutely, just like, he flies through the air. He glides. Like, I can't wait till this guy goes to the NBA draft combine and we can see how tall he actually is, how long his arms are, and just how high that vert is, because he just seems to fly off the floor. Like, he is absolutely such a springy athlete. We see another deep three from him right here on the wing. This is real deep right here. NBA three again. Really nice, mechanics, quick release, all in one motion, fluid right here. I like the arc on his jumper, I will say. Great shot from him right there. I want to see him hitting this more and more. I will say, take this video with a grain of salt a little bit. A lot of the comp that he's playing throughout this video is not the highest level, but it is still really good to look at for him. This is the mid-range scoring that I was talking about earlier. See, they actually let him operate in the pick and roll a decent amount. He's not an awful ball handler. For someone with as long arms as he has, and just like his overall makeup as a player, you would think, oh, this guy's gonna, struggle a little bit dribbling. Nah, he's actually pretty decent. I would say his handle's loose, but it is functional. Like you see, he can get into a pick and roll, make something happen, gets the middle of the floor. He's physical right here, gets through this guy trying to dig in and on him right here, bumps number 3 off of him, and this is a really nice pull up right here. Fading away, he's able to put that in. Really high arc again on that jumper, and the touch looks really nice as well, I will say. So that is something very intriguing about Cohen Carr. Not only is he a guy that has shown flashes in the mid-range and overall doesn't look awful as a shooter, ball handling is something that I wouldn't say is a weakness of his at the moment. It's definitely not, the best, but it is something that he can offer, when you need him to. If you're not really going to be giving this guy the ball a lot to operate and make something happen. He's not a playmaker, but he can every now and again, which is a huge plus. And this is really where Cohen Carr is the best on the ball, is when he gets the ball, gets a closeout, and then can just attack with his absolutely elite athleticism here. Steps off this back foot, and he's already bending, getting by this guy. This guy's screwed at this point. He's completely blown by. He's like facing the corner at this point, just completely turned around because Cameron Carr has just completely fried him off the line. And really good discipline right here with the pickup to go up strong right here. Uses that athleticism and that acrobatic ability to somehow get this and one layup up and in. Such a crazy clip from him right there, showing the burst, the speed, the bend, the athleticism, the touch, everything, and the physicality. Cameron Carr does not shy away from contact. Another great thing that I love about him, you look at his frame, he's a little skinny. You might think, okay, this guy doesn't, embrace contact most likely. But no, you see on this drive, he's being physical the whole time. He's bumping 22. He's jumping straight up into this guy. He's not fading away. He's powering up through the contest, and that's why he makes that and one layup right there. And that is great to see from such a young player. I see a lot of these upcoming NBA draft prospects where one of their biggest weaknesses is the fact that they struggle with physicality. They struggle with contact. They tend to shy away from it. They don't use it in their offensive game, which is extremely important in basketball. You need to be physical. You need to go up strong. If you fade away, you are giving the defense every single advantage that they want. And it's really good to see Cameron Carr is not really a guy who settles in those situations. He's going to go up strong. This is really nice ball handling and passing from him in this clip right here. Doesn't get stripped, gets the floor. Nice little lob right there. Throws it up with one hand. He's not the best passer. I'd say that's probably the weakest area of his game is passing. But he can pull out these occasional really nice quick process reads where he draws an extra defender and can find the open man. He's not like a guy that you really put the ball in his hands and play make. Like I said, he's not really a guy that throws skip passes. But this type of stuff right here coming down the floor, I like that he's able to keep his dribble right there, get all the way to the paint, get his guy a dunk right there from the lob. Really nice stuff from Cameron Carr. Get these athletic guys with the last name Carr confused, you know what I mean? Got some defense, gets a steal right there in the passing lane, and then he's just so athletic in the full court. Like, this guy is just a problem when he gets a full head of steam. Like, he's so fast at 6'6", and then just jumps into this guy, takes all that contact. It doesn't even really look like it bothers him. Like, he almost damn near is like waiting for this. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go straight into your chest. Like, I have no issue with that. And he gets a lot higher than this guy too. That helps a lot too, where he explodes off of 2 feet right here and gets up so much higher and just sends him back with his frame, with his shoulders, with that power from that insanely, elite jump that he just did from outside the paint into that defender. I mean, if someone jumps into you like that, you're not really going to be able to hold your ground, especially when it's Cameron Carr. Like, this is elite right here to take all. This is an 1-2. Takes all of this contact, puts this in. Nice touch as well. Very, very good stuff from Cameron Carr. Hits a 3 right here, showing the touch. It was like a one-legged 3 too. Let me look back at this. That was kind of, wait, did I go past it? Let's see. I want to see this 3 again. Yeah. He like pump fakes, he gets a little off balance, but then resets, sets his feet, is able to put this in with a contest. Really nice stuff from Cameron. This was a great first game for him at Baylor. Another pull up midi off the pick and roll. Like I said, they sometimes allow him to operate, and he gets that midi pretty often actually out of these pick and roll actions. That's the one thing though, when he gets into pick and roll actions, he's usually not creating shots for other people. It really is a scoring action when it comes to him. He's either going to attack downhill or pull up in the mid-range, and I mean it works pretty well for him, so I'm not against it. But again, passing is an issue in his game and is something to definitely watch out for as he develops. This was probably my favorite clip from this game that I watched. Like, this is so funny to me that he could just put his hand up and block a jump shot like that. And this guy's tall, too. Like, this guy in the corner is... he's maybe even taller than Cameron. And Cameron doesn't even need to jump to block his three-pointer. If that doesn't tell you how freakishly long this guy's arms are, I don't know what will. He is just an absolute monster, I have to say. Hey! Like, oh my god. His arms are so fucking long. Like, I can't get over it. And he's so springy. Like, this guy, you should have just got out the way. If I'm this guy and I see Cameron Carr loading up like this off 2 feet, bro, I'm getting out the way. God damn, he pulled that shit way back and just completely explodes on the rim right here. This is what elite nuclear athleticism looks like, and that is exactly what Cameron Carr provides, and that's why I think he could be such an elite NBA player, because he's decently skilled. He brings, touch, pretty decent ball handling. He can shoot decently well. He's a guy that is an absolute force around the rim because of how high he can get up. He's so fast. And then he also is an elite defender because of all of those tools. Do you see how the case is starting to come together for Cameron Carr? Like, I really do feel like this guy is going to be on every mock draft in a couple of months, because I expect him to keep putting on at Baylor, keep putting on a show. He's going to have at least like 4 posters this year. Absolutely. But now we're going to get to some, international stuff, Team USA stuff. Again, this comp is not very good, but it is still nice to look at. I looked at this film before, Cameron Carr was at Baylor to get, a good refresher on him, because I had seen him before, and he always intrigued me. And this film shows a lot of the same. This is going to show his insane balance, athleticism, and touch. He gets hammered right here. And one. Finish. Like, that is insane from him. To just catch this ball and off-vert, jump into this guy, take all of this contact. You see, he fucking loves contact. You're at the rim, he's jumping into you. He does not avoid contests. I love it. And he still lays him. And one. Get out the way, you little boy. Lob, hey, with one hand. Do you see how long this guy's arms are? Do you see how long this guy's arms are? That was insane. Look at this, bro. He just catches this shit, hangs it on his head with one hand. Like, he looks like he could do that in his sleep. And here's another lob. He's just going to cut behind this guy not looking. Throw it up anywhere. Cameron Carr is just going to hop up there, catch that shit, lay it in the rim. Like, he is so nuclear as an athlete. I know I already said that, but that is his calling card. Cameron Carr, maybe a top 5 athlete in this draft. Like, he is wicked out there, legitimately. This is another crazy dunk right there. Like, how do you stop this guy in the full court? I really don't know. His bend is also really nice, you're going to see here. Like, he gets the ball, completely stops as he catches it, like, loses his momentum, but then explodes downhill right here. Good bend. You see how low he can get right there? He has completely blown by 11. Like, 11's only choice is to try to back tap, and it does not work. He hop steps. This guy steps up. Hey, on your head with 2 hands and one. Like, in the full court, this guy is a monster. This is insane stuff from him to catch the ball, lose all of his momentum, and then just explode off this back foot. And by the time he's at his second step, 11 is cooked. 11 is cooked. Hey! Like, what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? Here's another one. He loses the ball. Get out the way. Get out the way. Like, this guy made a business decision right here. This is a little bit of him, the loose handle I was talking about, but whatever. He gets the ball, and again, off like vert, just flies through the air. Like, not only is he an insane vertical athlete, horizontally, this guy just flies through the air. And 9, smart business decision, man, because that could have ended real bad for you, man. This is just more just pure athletics, like from him. Also defensive stuff where he gets at the nail, rips this guy right here. At the nail, he's been pretty effective. I do think that he can be this type of off-ball defender, but he's also a really good on-ball defender. The versatility with this guy, if he gets put on the right roster, could be through the roof. Because, again, like, this is stuff that he offers a lot, this high-feel stuff, to see that this guy's reaching the ball out and just rip him right there. Really good hand placement, quick hands, gets a steal, and then the speed. Look how fast he is at 6'6", and just yams at the rim. That guy has no chance. Get that shit out of here. The vert is absolutely elite. This is crazy from him, too. This guy's way bigger than him. He's guarding a big center, posting him up, and he can hold his own and block his shot just because his arms are so long and his vert is just so freakish that he puts this up, and it just doesn't matter. Cameron Carr's in the area, so you might as well have just bricked anyway because he's going to block it. And now we're getting into more skill type plays, like him getting to that mid-range that we have previously discussed, and showing a little bit of the handle that I've spoken about, the tween, cross again, bump, one-legged fader in the mid-range. That's cash. Here's him operating in the pick and roll again, gets a runner right here. As I told you, this is his go-to once he gets into a pick and roll action, is to get to the mid-range, get to this kind of free throw line area, and use his really delicate touch for his archetype to put it in. This is another really good clip. Look at how deep he is at the buzzer, takes a dribble, pulls up, no space, greens at the buzzer. Like, bro, I'm not saying all this stuff is going to develop, and this is bad comp, but man, he's got the blueprint. He really does have the blueprint to be an insane two-way force, like a two-way play finisher in the NBA. And then if he can just do stuff like this as well, knock down corner threes, quick release right there, you're going to see him hit another 3 in this next clip. Really good contest also from this guy over here, where off the pick and roll, skip over to Cameron. This guy, good contest, balanced contest, gets a hand in his face, doesn't matter. He can light it up every now and again. He's not like this consistent shooter yet. Like, he's not the guy that you want taking a 3 on most possessions. But it is really good to see that he is already offering that. Here's more ball handling stuff. Tween, hezzy pull, and 1 cash. Like, again, bad comp, but this is just really nice to see. Again, this is, hey, like, oh my God, bro. What are you supposed to do? This is also just really nice to see him, like, confident like this, bringing the ball up the court, tweening like that. With long arms, it's so much harder to dribble, and it doesn't even really seem like it hinders him that much. I will say, again, loose handle. I'm worried about it functionally at the NBA level, but this is just insanely nice to see, where he takes the screen, he's coming up confident, gets switched on his big man, goes behind the back, then tweens, hesitates, and then that little negative step blows off of his back foot. This guy's cooked. You can see he's like, shit. Explodes downhill, bend, the physicality, bump him out the, like, this is crazy bend right here. Completely blows by him because he just can flex his body around him. That is absolutely elite stuff. And then off one foot, explodes on him. Man. I hope I sold you guys on Cameron Carr, because stuff like this is special. I'm not saying he's gonna be able to do this really that much. Like, this would be Cameron Carr if he 100% develops. Like, I don't ever see him being an on-ball creator or anything like that. He's more so of like a two-way play finisher with just absolutely nuclear athleticism. But the on-ball projection, it's not totally out of the picture, because this kind of bend and speed and decently functional handle combined with his just unstoppable ability around the rim is really just, you can't ignore it. Like that car that drove by just now. But that's how I feel about Cameron Carr, man. I really do think that this guy is going to be a draft riser. Like, I expect Cameron Carr to be in the top 25 of this draft when it's all said and done. And I just can't see a future where that doesn't happen. Like, this guy has so many good qualities as an athlete, as with his body, his frame, with his skill that he provides. His feel is decently high, but that is my biggest worry with him. Ball handling, shooting, and feel, passing. Like, he is not all the way there in those areas. But everything else is A1. So I really like Cameron Carr, if you can't tell. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Watch out for Cameron Carr the rest of this season. He's going to go crazy. And have a great day. And keep watching college basketball, man. Hoops are back. It's about to be a really fun next who knows how many months of basketball. But I'm going to be making videos throughout the whole time. So hope you guys enjoyed. And this is The Essence signing out.